Hey everybody, I'm fired up to share our new program, Scout Scholar, with you. It is a college recruiting platform to help you navigate through your whole recruiting process. And some of the features that we offer are really unique to our particular program. And so I know for our clients who we've been helping every step of the way through their recruiting journey, they've really enjoyed having access to all of the great information that we put out there for you on the platform. So let's get started. I really want to help you understand what Scout Scholar is and how it can help you throughout your recruiting process. So let's start with going into the login and logging into the actual account. And this is my test account, so we're going to go in and access it so you can see what the actual dashboard looks like. You'll see when we log in here, we're going to notice that you can see these notifications at the top, and then as you scroll down, there's your activity and also a map there where you can actually search every college program in the country. So before I get into what all of these different features are, let's head over to the map. I'm choosing to open up, this is again from my iPhone. So I'm pulling up some different search criteria here. I'm going to start searching for schools. We'll start with putting in different states here. So we're going to choose California. Let's keep scrolling through. Colorado. What else? You can see we have all 50 states there. I'm just going to kind of scroll through so I can give you a couple of things to choose from, a couple of states. Oh, Texas. Awesome. We'll choose Division 1. We'll choose Division 3. And then we'll come on down and we'll hit search. Now, when you see the search results, these are every school that actually fits that criteria. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to use Baylor as an example. What I like about our program, it shows you the information, the overview on the school. You can click over to academics. It gives you an idea of the enrollment size, the testing range, tuition and fees, scholarships, and then of course all of the majors are listed. Now, the reason this is important is if you do have an idea of what you want to major in, you can go through and ensure that your major is actually listed and that the school is carrying it. That will help you when you're sending out your emails, which we'll talk about a little bit later. This is just kind of helpful for you to actually see that they carry your major. We'll click over and we'll see the coaches. Now, what's unique to our software is we actually share the contact information for all the college coaches that are on staff. We do not believe in having profiles. I'm going to say that again. We do not believe in having profiles, and I can explain a little bit about that later. But when you click on the coach's name, it's going to take you to the email address of the college. And so if you're logged into your Gmail account, or in my case, I'm logged into my Outlook account, while I'm on here, I can click on whatever name, it'll populate the email, and then the email is coming directly from my inbox. Now you guys, the reason that's so important is college coaches want emails from you. They do not like the direct messaging systems that are out there. I'm going to repeat myself. They do not like the direct messaging systems that are out there. We don't force college coaches to log into Scout Scholar to have access to your information. You're in total control of your journey, and you're in total control of what you're sharing with the coaches. You're not sharing any sort of profile. And the reason that we do that is some coaches will search and use filters to filter out athletes that won't necessarily meet their needs. I am not a fan of giving a college coach a reason to exclude you without doing a fair bit of homework on you. You want to send a video, and if the video gets their attention, you want them to start engaging with you, not see that you don't touch over 10 feet as an outside hitter and then they decide to rule you out. If that doesn't make sense, feel free to leave comments below or send me a direct message and I can explain even more about why profiles can hurt you in your recruiting journey. So, as you can see listed here are all of the coaches that are working at Baylor. And so when you click on the name of the email or you click on the email address, it'll populate. You can send a direct message to that coach. Now, as we continue to scroll through here and explore the other features, you can see the rosters and the commits are also listed. So when you click on the roster, you can see that there is a long list of athletes that are currently on the roster. And the reason that we have the rosters listed here is I find that it's so important for you to do some research and look to see where their athletes are from. You can see their size, like how tall they are. You can see the positions. I think that's really helpful information. Remember, as you're going through your recruiting journey, you're trying to find ways to relate to the college or to the coach or to the program. You're trying to build relationships in your process. So all of this information can be a really, really important tool in helping you be relatable. Now, you can also see who's committed to the program. At Baylor, they're pretty forecasted out. You can see how far they have forecasted out. And so what I like about seeing who's already committed to the program is if you see that, hey, there's already somebody that's committed in your position, it may help you decide how much energy and effort you want to put into going through the recruiting process with that actual program. The other thing we have listed in there are recruiting needs. As you explore the recruiting needs of the program, you can see, are they searching for an outside in your class or a setter or a middle? What position are you playing? What we've been asking with the college coaches is to share their current recruiting needs all of the time. And as Sam and I hit the road and we're in the gym advocating for our clients, we're also talking to the college coaches about their needs so that we can keep our database up to date. That is really important. Now, the other thing I'll say to that is that needs change all of the time. Girls get injured or they quit, they transfer out of the program and decide they want to go in another direction. So just because things are set on here, I do have to tell you that things change in an instant. So it may not necessarily be that they're looking for that position. As you go through and we click on this next stage, you can see we also have a recruiting tab on here. So you can mark whether you've already completed the questionnaire so that you can save that and you can ensure that you keep that in your notes that you've actually already completed the questionnaire. The other thing that we have listed on here is the camp websites. So if you decide that you're looking at Baylor as a school that you want to go to, when you hit visit website, it takes you directly to the camp website. What we've done here is literally put everything that you need at your fingertips so that you can explore all of these college programs and learn as much about them as you possibly can. We also have their social media links in there. And the reason that's important, you guys, is that you're trying to be relatable. So as I'm sharing my little recruiting hacks here, as you create your target list of schools, as you favorite any of these schools that you want to stay in touch with or that you want to explore as a potential program to play at, you can also go ahead and click on their social media channels. Make sure that you're getting the accurate, Instagram account or Facebook account, Snapchat. Some of the Snapchats are listed and some of the Twitters are listed, but at least you can stay in the know with everything that's going on. The reason that's important is as you're going through this journey and you're sending out emails, athletes ask us all the time, what should we be putting in these emails? You're telling us to stay consistent in our campaign and to be emailing college coaches. What are we supposed to put in our emails? And I'm telling you that if you follow along on social media, there are so many things that you can learn, and it's really, really, really cool. So just to kind of keep that in mind. That's a cool recruiting hack. You might want to write that down or save this video and come back and watch it later. Now, if you see, I've clicked the star that I've decided to save Baylor in my list of programs that I want to choose as my target list of schools. If you go onto the dashboard, if we go back and we click onto the dashboard, as you scroll through, you can see my target list of schools. Now on there, all of the schools that I have favorited are there, so I have a target list. The reason that you're creating a target list of schools that you're keeping track on is that if you look in the notifications, if we go back to the dashboard and we look at the notifications, as we click on notifications, you're going to see there's a bunch of information here. Different people are committing, there's coaching changes, so you can kind of see, you know, if people have added to their recruiting needs, like if they've informed us that their recruiting needs changed, then you're getting access to all of that information in real time. So as you go through and you explore, you can click. And the other thing that I really like about this is when you click on the name of the player or you click on the information, it takes you to where the announcement was made. So usually it's a student athlete that makes the announcement that they're coming to Baylor or going to Hawaii or going to any of these schools, and it takes you directly to the social media page on where the announcement was made, where we found that information. We do that because we want you to be in the know and we want the information to actually be verified. So that's why that information's in the notifications folder. So here's the deal, you guys. Anytime there's a coaching change, a roster change, or they've updated their recruiting needs, you are getting notified about any of the programs that are in your target list of schools so that you're always in the know about everything that's going on in your program. Now, the other thing that makes our platform unique is our monthly action plans. So every month we put together some form of action plan that you can learn about your process. So whether it's creating a winning highlight reel so you know what should be included, talking about majors and careers, what majors and careers are you starting to zero in and focus on. Marla, our academic, we have an academic specialist on staff who's an essay writing specialist, and she actually worked in a office where she advised families through the academic side of the college application process, and she's an essay writing specialist. So Marla does a great job with helping us put together our content every month so that it applies to you from an academic perspective as well as a volleyball perspective. As we go through, if you can see, if you click on the welcome monthly action plan, you click on, we launched this back in February, and so this was our first month. I'm more of an audio person than I am of a reader, so you can also see that if you click here, you can download this as a podcast, and it kind of goes through the monthly action plan. Every month, this is on a phone, so it's kind of formatted a little funky, but as you go through here, you can learn different tips that we have about choosing your target list of schools. We talk about where to begin, how to start sending emails, and we even give you some sample template emails that you can use as you are starting your journey. Every week, we try and break down the process for you a little bit and give you some, ideas of what you should be doing and kind of outline things. Now, when you're working with Sam and I through the process, obviously this also comes with our, Skype and FaceTime calls, and we're connecting with your family. We're really pointing you in the right direction. So we're using all this information in a way to really help you through your journey. If you've decided to go down this path on your own, you can see or start to see how Scout Scholar could be a really great asset as you're going through the recruiting process. So we have some great features that are coming for clubs. For example, club coaches and directors are going to have an app that's coming out here in a few weeks. That app will allow you to keep in consistent communication with your players about recruiting. And as college coaches show interest, you're able to tag your player, tag the college, and your athletes will be instantly notified that that college program has shown some sort of interest in your player. The college coaches are not logging into our platform, so just as a reminder, they're not having anything to do with this. This applies to club directors and coaches. You will have an app that will allow you to not only explore the schools just as you've seen on here, but also to be able to tag your players and be able to share the important information that they need so that they can stay in touch with these college coaches and stay in the know with what's going on in their recruiting journey. So we're really, really excited about what's to come. We would love to chat with you about our program. I hope the tutorial was helpful for you. And, hit us up and let us know what other features you would like to see on our platform. If you have questions, if you have any thoughts that you'd like to share, either leave a comment below or hit me up on the DM. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for tuning in, you guys. It means the world to me, and I absolutely appreciate your time. And hey, I want you on the platform. We've worked so hard on this, so check it out, scoutscholar.com, and we look forward to seeing you on the inside. See you.